lakes normally have water in them. But Lake Gairdner, usually a dry salt lake in South Australia, currently has about 50 millimetres of water in it, according to Emirates Team New Zealand land speed pilot, Glenn Ashby, who has just been to see the lake for the first time in preparation for the setup of the world record attempt.
Well, we've walked about a third of the way across Lake Gairdner, and unfortunately there's still a little bit of water in the lake. We're only sort of down to about 50 to 60 millimetres of water. The surface of the salt now is just really smooth, not many imperfections, but has these little layers of almost like broken glass. If you're walking in bare feet at the moment, you would absolutely cut your feet to shreds. So I'm not really sure what that would do to the tyres of the lanyard. It might provide really good grip, or also might chew the tyres out really quickly. So when this surface eventually dries out, we'll be able to get the lanyard on the surface and actually give it a run. But right for the moment, with this amount of water in the lake, we're probably still a few weeks away, unfortunately, from being able to have a dry surface.
This is the Global Sailing Highlights Show, The World on Water, July 15, 2022. After a beautiful sunny start, the fleet in the second edition of the Hellenic Ocean Racing Club's AEGEAN 600 is flying around the race course, with the fleet leaders passing the halfway point of the race at the northeast end of Rhodes.
It's extremely impressionable. Of course, then you get this really nice historical aspect playing in with the mythology of the waters that we're sailing in. It's going to be a very dramatic start, so I'm really looking forward to it.
We are here for the second time, so it's not a new race for us. We had a last fantastic race last year, second finish overall, and now this year we want to do better, but we have also some good other boats here, so we have to keep pushing very hard.
The crew feels really nice. For most of us, it's the second time that we race the AEGEAN 600. We expect more wind this year, and so we're super excited and pumped up for that. I think it's going to be a really nice race and hard race, and gives you lots of thrills and lots of challenges.
I'm here with the boat Rafale, which is essentially a German boat. I'm from the UK, but I live in Germany. But we also have some other guys on board, our navigators from South Africa, so we have a bit of mixed nations. We've also got a guy from Holland, so yeah.
After 33 years in Formula One and 24 World Championships under his belt, Jeff Willis returns to sailing to join Ineos Britannia as technical director, with the goal of bringing the America's Cup back to England.
I'm Jeff Willis and I'm technical director at Ineos Britannia. I've always been interested in engineering, science, maths, physics, I went to university, studied a broad engineering degree, really liked the math side of it, so really got into aerodynamics and thermodynamics. Out of the blue, got contacted by somebody who was looking for a hydrodynamicist to work on an America's Cup project, and thought, what a fantastic opportunity. And ever since then, I've been involved in what I call competition engineering. It was the Blue Arrow Syndicate, and that had come together just after the Perth 87 America's Cup. During all the negotiations about racing in, having to race a monohull against a catamaran, we came up with this fantastic concept of the Blue Arrow foiler. Part of my job was designing the foils. It was a foil stabilised monohull. And it worked, and it was quick, and I think it was quite impressive, but in the end we weren't able to race it. We were excluded from that cup, and the syndicate, for various reasons, came to a halt. And in the meantime, I had to go and get another job. Came up to Leighton House, met the then chief designer there, Adrian Newey. Worked there for a few months. Adrian went off to Williams, phoned me up and said, would I like to come and do the same thing at Williams? So I went to Williams, and that was the beginning of my F1 career. So, whoosh, an awful lot of seasons have gone past. Obviously, I've got experience for Formula One, and I'm now starting to get more experience again of America's Cup. And I think that the two businesses are remarkably similar. It's the fact that you've got a very difficult technical problem, you've got a lot of resource, huge time pressure, and you put all those together.
Day 3 of the 2022 Gran Canaria PWA Windsurfing World Cup turned into an action-packed day, with the men's and women's fleets both hitting the water for the first time in the afternoon.
Under 17 boys category, this was a tight one. In the end, it was Tobias Bjorn that made his way to the final and took the victory ahead of a charging Anton Richter. Third place, Carlos Kiefer. In the under-20s girls category, Julia Pasquale came in third. A great showing from Isabel Trevino in second, but there was only one star of the show, Alexia Kiefer, absolutely on fire and with some massive wave scores. In the main fleet, we did get through a few men's heats today, but the emphasis was put on the women's fleet. How did it go down? Well, there was some tricky conditions, some small waves, and it did cause some upsets. The biggest upset of the day was 12-year-old Sol Dietrich taking down Lena Erfenstein with the highest wave scores of the day. We didn't finish, so you're going to have to come back tomorrow to see how it plays out. The forecast for tomorrow does look the best of the whole week, so we're very confident to finish the elimination. Join us tomorrow on Peterborough World Tour to see how it plays out.
The Finn World Masters in Helsinki was once again blessed with fantastic sailing conditions for the fourth day of competition. Current world champion Pieter-Jan Postma from the Netherlands put the Masters title beyond doubt by winning both races. The Class 40 Paprec Arkéa boat, skippered by Yoann Richomme, has been launched. This new Class 40 will allow Yoann to defend his title on the Rum route in November 2022.
On est à Port-Médoc aujourd'hui et je suis super content parce que c'était la mise à l'eau du Classe 40 ce matin qui s'est super bien déroulée. C'est un événement assez important pour nous parce qu'on a vraiment eu une mission commando pour terminer ce chantier dans les temps pour pouvoir être au départ de la Dream Cup à Cherbourg le 17 juillet. Et toute l'équipe s'est pliée en quatre, que ce soit chez la Multi ou chez Paprec Arkéa. Du coup, voilà, une grosse mission d'équipe. Comme on voulait que ça soit enfin, on va dire, un projet sportif avec des objectifs, on est en plein dedans. On n'est pas déçus. Et la mission n'est pas terminée. Il faut maintenant finir ce bateau, mettre des voiles, les tester demain, convoyer à Lorient, puis convoyer à Cherbourg. Voilà, valider tout ce qu'on a fait. Donc la job list est encore très très longue et les journées beaucoup trop courtes.
The GC32 World Championships is being held in Lagos from July 13th to 17th. 11 boats are fighting out the title and the America's Cup teams will be working hard on coming out on top.
GC32 World's coming up, big event, 11 boats in the fleet. Should be some fantastic racing, great sight for everybody to watch. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, I can't wait to be back here in Lagos. We love this place, stoked to be here.
We're looking forward to compete here at the World Championship in Lagos. It should be a very exciting week, so get ready.
We know we have a lot to do and we're looking straight forward to be back for the World Championship.
Well, looking forward to coming back for the Worlds at Lagos. I'm sure it's going to be perfect. Great fleet, great conditions, fantastic Lagos.
Really looking forward for the World here in Lagos. Come all watch us racing.
The Worlds will be awesome, so see you for the Worlds 2022.
Over 450 of the world's best youth sailors from 69 countries are getting ready to compete at the Allianz Youth World Sailing Championships 2022. Taking place off the coast of Scheveningen in The Hague, the championships are open to young sailing stars up to the age of 19.
Well, it's the first day for the IQ Foil Youth class here at the World Sailing Worlds, so it's a big day. It's the first time that we have a windsurfing the foiling class in this type of events from World Sailing at the youth level.
It's a big day for sure. It's going to be a part of windsurfing for the next 8 years or so. Definitely a big day. It's exciting to see all these new people coming through as such. It's exciting. We'll see how it goes.
The IQ Foil Youth class, especially, of course, the gear is a foiling class. It's a foiling gear, so we are foiling all the time. So that's really exciting for them.
I'm very excited. It's my first time in the youth class on a World Championship. To be here with the IQ Foil gear, that's a very exciting gear to surf on.
It's really exciting and important because it's the first day in the World Sailing that we are doing the new class of windsurfing, which is the IQ Foil, Youth and Junior. This class is faster, the board is better than the last one because now we have the foil and we have more fun and yeah.
This is the first time a foiling windsurfer has been in the Youth Worlds, and it's really exciting for me because it's a lot more fun and a lot more competitive, and it's a new class, so that's nice, and there's lots of new kids that you haven't met before, and just overall it's something new, and that just makes it automatically exciting and different.
I do IQ Foil because of the speed especially. On the water it's really competitive. It's really close boats, sometimes you can get half a foot away from someone full speed, especially on the slalom starts. And it's really tight all the time.
When I heard it was in the Netherlands, I was so excited because then family and friends can watch it very good. And yeah, I know the spot. I trained here sometimes. So yeah, I was super happy to hear it was here. It's amazing going around the water, flying above the water. It's really amazing.
My first international event, first race, and I've managed to win the first race as well. So that's a lot of ones in a sentence, but yeah, definitely. It was definitely nice. It was a good feeling.
I won all the 4 races today in my fleet, and I'm really, really happy with that. My speed was good, because I was a bit afraid how my speed will be. And the races went fine, so that was good.
Last week, Jean Genie, GBR42, with Elliot Hansen, Andrew Palfrey, and Sam Haynes, won the 5.5-meter World Championship in Hanka, Norway. The previous week, they had won the Scandinavian Gold Cup.
So yeah, here we are. It's pretty surreal. You know, I feel a little bit hollow that Morty's not here to share this with us. But we had a nice moment on the way in, and called him. Yeah, it was very nice. So yeah, but extremely satisfying. It hasn't really sunk in. You know, it's been a bit of a battle all week. But yeah, it was extremely satisfying.
Again, just excited, but again, sort of feel for Morty, and that he couldn't be a part of the actual action here the last few days. But having said that, just again, as I said, the Gold Cup, the trust that he's put in all of us to do the project, and mostly with Dog, but and 2 to come away with the boat and allow us to go and race is that's the guy Morty is, a legend of our sport.
Overwhelming feeling right now is kind of just relief. You know, we had a stinking day one, partly forecast, and also made our lives hard from there on. But you know, the pressure was on us from there, and yeah, to come away with a victory after some, you know, we didn't really have any other slips left in us after that day one, and we kind of haven't really made any. So you know, it's great to sail with these guys. A real pleasure to have some experienced shoulders out on the rail, and you know, the boat was seamless really in the conditions. Nothing went wrong. The boat was going quick, and yeah, as soon as that happens, it's pretty easy for me to stick it in a place where you know it's easy to make gains in the right place on the racetrack. It was really nice as the crew only came together a day or 2 before we got to Norway, but clicked instantly, and that always makes your life a lot easier. You know, the comms were good. They were all quite similar in terms of that. There's no hot-headedness on the boat, and when the pressure comes on, I kind of felt like we improved performance rather than wilted away, which is, you know, a real strength as a team. Yeah, and you know, there's no secret that the boat is performing very, very well relative to the rest of the fleet when the breeze is up.
cool to race in this fleet, you know, against the family of 5.5 sailors, and you know we were pushed really hard through the whole week by the New Moon guys and the Artemis team as well, you know. So to finally overcome that was very satisfying. But well done to them as well, and just again to echo Elliot, you know, sail with Elliot and Sam, and to sort of finish this off, it's just been awesome. You know, very rare you find an environment on a race boat like that. So it was